Hi, hi.
Hello, hello.
Don't quit the game.
Okay, do not quit the game. That would immediately disrupt the
So
stream.
we're gonna start on Mega Man 1, right?
It's not Mega Man 1, it's Mega Man X 1. No, Mega Man 1 is a different game.
No, it's Mega Man X1, which is different than Mega Man X2. It's like 10-1, 10-2, 10-3, 10-5.
It's a little confusing, but 10 doesn't, because actually there is a Mega Man 10,
No,
and that's
this
part
is-
of the original Mega Man series and not the Mega Man X
No,
series.
this is Mega Man 1X.
Definitely that was the popular interpretation, that X somehow represented 10ness still.
So we're starting on the first one.
Yes, definitely. This is the one that is kind of my favorite from a gameplay standpoint.
You can't just start midway into a game series.
This series has the most loosely justified plot, stretched over 8 boss fights, and then a final stage, all the time. It's formulaic, and whenever they diverge from the formula, it actually kind of turns out
People
bad.
cry, yes, I know.
What am I streaming for?
The people.
Okay, but also this is the one that's going to make me look the most competent, because this is the one I played over and over and over and over again when I was young. Because I feel we stopped using our SNES when the N64 came out, and that was 98, 99, so I was really young when I started playing this.
So I'm going to be opening up chat, so we can't see your messages just at the moment if you're trying to talk to us, because I'm slow on the uptake and I'm just making sure our audio is working.
Love me a Mega Man.
Cool.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Cool.
No, I mean, I can see that now. I said I was opening it up. I can also hear my own echo because I'm the worst. Dark said, this.
God, I love the Asimov reference. Also, this seems definitely the text is blue, but in the middle it looks pink as its highlight, and so I'm getting weird trans vibes.
And you have audio, right?
I do. God, imagine being in limbo while being tested for whether or not you're a responsible person. Seems unfair.
Oh, I mean, I've never been a responsible person.
What year is 20XX? We will never know. It could be 2020, but that... unlikely.
So as standard, I'm mostly here for moral support and technical lingo while I work on Gamdums.
This game is... So, in each of these 4 games that we're going to be playing, there's a series of body power-ups for the head, chest, arms, and legs.
We're not going to get to all 4 games.
Oh, definitely not today. Definitely we might get through one, maybe half of one.
And how frustrating it is, really.
I mean, I really feel that I have X down, and especially because I know where all the power-ups are, I can easily get to the final boss and just make enough attempts that I get it and have enough extra health to tank whatever imperfections there are in my gameplay, as I'm doing right now. But in this game, the leg upgrade is a dash, which just becomes so central to the controls that in later iterations, the leg upgrade does something different and you can dash from the very beginning of the game because it's really inconvenient not to be able to. Also, I love those giant bee robots.
Bots. Bots.
I probably didn't actually
Robots.
need to. I mean, there's so many cute little designs for robots that get used, once or twice in the whole game. But anyway, the game controls kind of clunky and slow when you don't have the dash.
The dash, yeah, I remember that.
Oops. Oh, that was sad. That was sad.
This is what we call top tier gameplay.
Thanks for letting me know.
I mean, at this point it was still like the arcade style of gameplay of if you have enough lives, if you have enough quarters, you will get through the game no matter how bad at it you are. Which made some weird gameplay design choices.
Definitely, I feel like life systems came from arcades and did not actually do a lot to make games like this better, and I failed to jump, and it just like feels so not smooth not being able to dash.
Doesn't one of them let you start with the dash?
Oh, like literally X2 and beyond.
Everyone but this one?
Everyone but this one, yes.
Quality.
And I die here again? No, I don't. I'm a little bit being on autopilot, a little bit not used to narrating stuff.
Sorry, I will make puns.
Oh, I was trying to figure out what you meant.
Bee robots.
Yeah, the bee robots are in the past. We can't stick around and
I can go back to the bee bots whenever I want.
Oh, I just totaled that guy's car and I kind of wanted to ride it off down here. I'm trying to dash and it's not working.
I wonder why.
Yeah, well, okay, here. Oops, there we go. This is fine. This is fine. I should be able to do this. Ooh.
Everyone likes puns. If you think you don't like puns, then you're wrong.
It's cool, it's cool. I need to be at low health for this boss, so,
I don't
it's fine.
agree with that. Or is this the boss that you have to lose to?
Yeah, no,
Okay.
this could conceivably be a really frustrating boss if you didn't understand, like, that it's intentionally designed to be unwinnable so that you feel, like, a little bit powerless. Like, there we go. I got captured immediately, which only triggers when you're at low health.
Oh, you can't even play Zero in this one? Zero is the best.
Yeah, okay. Zero is great for like personal reasons, at least, in part because like
Is the best gameplay, no arguments allowed.
because she's just precious. I was as a child not entirely sure of Zero's gender, and I think even had some sort of like, oh no, boy in this one, girl in this one. Oh, that's cute. You weren't designed to be a war machine, so of course you wouldn't be able to beat him. But you can reach your full potential.
We can make you into a war machine.
Yeah, that's terrible. I mean, this game has totally incoherent plot and themes and stuff. It's one of those simultaneously, wow, cool robot, and then war is bad is going over your head, and also it's also saying war is cool at the same time. Or it makes it feel awesome. Rather than like tragic in any way. Oh right, there's actually a like save system superimposed over this like code system. Like that's part of the legacy collection. So we actually can, in theory, choose between any of these 8 bosses at this
Can I
point.
pick?
No. I want to do my
fight the
preferred.
penguin.
Okay, well that is first on my preferred order anyway, just because that's where the leg upgrade is, and it's basically essential to completing the level.
I just don't like his face, and I want you to punch it.
I can't punch it, but I will shoot it with.
Like, it reminds me of Danny DeVito too much, and so you must murder it. Not that I don't like Danny DeVito, just like creepy little man. Oh, that was probably very loud against the microphone.
Oops. I should probably grind for health somewhere. Fortunately, I think
Health
That's
is
a good-
overrated. You don't need health if you just don't get hit.
yeah, I'm having a hard time with that. It seems.
That's how video games work. You never need health. You just need to not get hit.
Why am I using the analog stick for this?
Oh, you make choices in your life.
God, this game is like a couple screens away from feeling like really good and playable, and I'm just like anticipating it. There we go, there we go. And like they use the exact same method of distribution of power-ups in each of the games, which is Dr. Light has hidden 4 capsules that include a like set of armor, and then like that will, you know, unlock all your potential. And then you start with no upgrades at the beginning of every game and find 4 new randomly distributed capsules that were set up for you like however many years ago, and it makes no sense. Cats are watching the pigeons outside.
I mean, what else would you do if you were a cat?
I guess he did keep the leg upgrade through the game.
Fuck this, I'm not getting rid of my legs.
Yes, an acceleration system to boost my speed. I just want you to know that I'm going after the other bird next.
I mean, the cats would be proud.
That's good.
They're like, yeah, fuck up the
Oh, yes. I just gotta have a little bit of remembering of how to...
How are people doing on this fine, whatever day of the week this is?
This is is it Thursday? I listened to Out of Touch today.
I lost tracks of days of the week like years ago. It's been years, right?
I feel like your sense of scale isn't quite that messed up. Oh, punchy robot. I think there's secrets up there, but like I don't actually have the weapon used to unlock them.
Morp says it is Thursday and we're doing all right. Are you feeling a little out of touch?
Constantly. Okay, cool. First boss. There's always one of these like weird screw door airlocks. Honestly, I maybe should have considered Storm Eagle first. I just like
Legs.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Do you like legs? There's a reason Chill Penguin gets picked on first.
It's because he stole your legs.
Well, I mean, there's that, but I don't think he even knows it.
Just happened to set up base where your legs were located, and so he gets picked on.
Yes, that is exactly it. Oh, oops, I dropped into that. That's fine, it's fine. I can probably still do this. I just don't want to try to jump over all that nonsense, because if I touch the ice things, I'll die. Or not die, but get frozen as well. And I just need to wait for him to stop hurling
Mocking
ice.
about.
Yeah. Oh, please just break your statues. They're not even that pretty.
They're not. He's bad at art. God, you're beating up an art major.
And nothing says he went to school.
He's a robot. Of course he went to school. This just reminds me of iRobot and Will Smith being like, "Can iRobot make beautiful art? Can
Not
you?"
this one. Cool. So we got ourselves our first special weapon. There is an order to beat the bosses wherein you, one boss's special weapon is super effective against the next boss, and we're going to be exploiting that mostly, with the exception of, obviously, the first boss in the chain, and then
The last
Stormy.
boss?
No.
Well, the last boss doesn't have any weakness.
Oh, I mean, yeah, a whole bunch of the various bosses don't have weaknesses that are like, oh, we need to fight the spider, don't we? That's gonna be exciting.
Oh, I remember the spider being a jerk.
You have to commit to some pretty, like, quick decisions. Like I said, know all the secrets. Or at least, oh no. I deserved that. Brutal.
You were just gloating about knowing secrets.
Yeah, and then I immediately jumped into its arms. Okay, cool, we'll save the data. Whatever, I got my game over out of the way because I had no lives at that point. This has just reset my amount of lives. And I've got more health. That is what that little heart container is useful for, by the way. I've got a couple more, like, lines of health. These enemies also respawn really aggressively, in that if their like location is off screen even slightly, they will absolutely just show up a new copy, even if you've just killed them. I mean, it makes for a really like consistent environment.
Without feeling good if you have to backtrack.
Yeah, it makes backtracking bad, but also makes
Well,
the challenge very
backtracking.
consistent. It's just consistently difficult.
More bad.
Yeah. That is our first sub-tank, which on the menu, they, I don't think we can actually select it currently. But it's the thing in the sub-T, left bottom left corner of the inventory, and it just stores extra health.
That's what I have on my dating profile.
Nice. Me too.
Sorry. Not to distract you, but look at how nice that looks together.
Oh, that is so good.
I've also sanded and smoothed up all the edges, so there's some nice sharp lines again.
Oh, I was gonna have another one of those. Yep. Like, how do I actually intelligently... What? I didn't think I killed it. How did it... not gonna complain. Nothing.
You already did.
I rescind my complaint.
Can't.
You have to have a lot of trust in the controls. Just like this game is responsive, but it asks you to do some pretty intense things at times. Just like the constant bottomless pits, stressful.
Oh yeah, no, the music in this game is great.
Oh yes, definitely. There's. Oh, I'm not gonna keep charging that. Oh yeah, this is the
I'm
weapon
like
we just got.
10% sure we're not gonna get DMCA'd by game music. I'm not popular enough to get DMCA'd.
That's nice. Yeah, no, all the music in this game and like most of the series, I definitely think X3 has some of the high points, although it also has some of the like more repetitive low points because like it was a different composer who did X3, but she also had a stroke during it, so some of the music ended up really being rushed and like
Oh, that's
repetitive.
kinda sad.
In the B-side. Yeah, I think she's doing better now. I think she also did a bunch of music for Castlevania. But also it has some of my favorite songs in the series. And I did want to highlight that as like a thing coming up. Although, like, oh, I am just not, I never put in the time on either of those games. It's very satisfying how these crunch beneath your helmet or above your helmet. Oh yeah. In this one, the helmet upgrade makes you break blocks with your head. That's what's good about it. I would absolutely like that extra life over there. I mean, ideally, I don't actually spend. Oh my god! If you played Mega Man Battle Network series, and like also like Metors or Metors, I don't actually know.
The Battle Network one, the turn-based one.
No, that was the like you and your opponent both have 3x3 grids, and use
cards.
It's kind of a card system. They're more like computer chips. Is the like conceit.
Yeah, I remember that, but it's cards.
It's cards. Oh god,
I felt it was a fun game, but it needed like more depth to the system.
Which one did you play?
I feel like it was one of the. I think it was on like one of the mobile systems, to be honest.
Yeah, it would have been the Battle Network. Like there was only one Battle Network on the GameCube or any like main series console. I played Battle Networks 3 through 6, and 3 really felt like a high point. Definitely, I tried playing some of the earlier ones, and they had some lack of depth.
I was probably one of the games, to be honest.
There we go. We're getting into the pattern.
Is the boss?
Yep, he's trying to pull me off the edge.
Don't you just hate it when Big Bird tries to blow you?
Hold up.
What? I am just repeating your words.
I never said those particular words, to be honest. Oh, the audio's messing up. Like, there's supposed to be a, like, kind of noise. When he's about to come down, but, like, he's just not showing up. Or, like, that noise isn't happening.
I'm not sure I can.
Oh, you know what? I'm willing to bet that it's stereo, and it's based on what side. Like it's going to go on one headphone or the other, and I only have one headphone on.
I would believe that.
Yep. Yeah. Because I'm getting... I heard that one and the first one, and... Didn't hear that one. Didn't hear that one.
Why not
Didn't
just
hear
put
that
your
one.
headphones back on for the fight?
You know, because that's difficult helping having birds puked at me. Yep, that was 100% it. I was being messed up by stereo sound. That's kind of amazing.
Fucking sound being too complicated.
And this must be so much harder without the dash.
I don't get how it would be possible without the dash.
Ha! Too predictable.
Technical support.
Thanks.
Oh yeah, that looks so much better than before.
Oh, that's fitting really nice. This is an amazing ability, by the way. That's the other thing that was like the downfall of this series, is that like every time they made a new iteration, they tried to innovate with all the weapons, and a lot of the best weapons are in this one particular game. Having done Storm Eagle, we can...
Hi.
Oh, hey.
That's
That's
pretty
cool.
understandable.
Well, thanks for dropping by. I hope work's going okay. We're gonna go for Flame Mammoth next. Flame Mammoth is actually unique in that he has two weaknesses, in that if you use the boomerang attacks on him, it cuts off his trunk, which is both horrifying and useful. Whereas by defeating Chill Penguin, we've frozen his stage over. There's normally magma there on the bottom layer, and this is going to make it easy to get the heart piece in this level, and also just let us bypass some
Yeah,
of
I
the
was like, why are you
platforming.
even bothering?
Okay, this is a little annoying because you see those blocks are things you can break with your head, but if you impact them wrong, you can break them in a way that makes them even harder to reach. And this is where the weapon upgrade comes from, and it is very useful in that both it lets you charge your weapons another level, and also well, like your basic attack another level, and then also allows you to do charged versions of your like acquired attacks.
I want you to know that this looks like such bullshit.
Oh yeah, no, you're watching me go through the corner of it and lining myself up with my foot barely on the thing. Platform. It's possible, I swear.
Did you maybe need momentum already?
That's not really a thing. The controls are
I
actually
saw
so
you
tight.
clip it.
Yeah, I did. I just did not time the button press well enough.
Oh god.
You see how this could make it really hard to touch again, right?
Yep.
Oh no.
Like, is that even doable now?
It might not be.
There's
Yeah,
no
I
way
don't
that's
think it
doable
is.
now.
Yeah, it's weirdly done. Like, I'm not sure why they made it quite this hard to get. I don't think it actually resets if I...
No,
go up
it
here.
wouldn't. You'd have to come back into the stage.
There is a solution.
Die.
Take your pick. And then take another one. And then take another one.
As I said. Die.
Probably actually faster to just stand in him.
Rude.
What?
And now the piece is glued in, so I can just bonk
Oh, nice. It just comes in, goes off.
it off, I guess. Yeah, that turned out so good. I had bought a few used Gundams. By that I mean they were already pre-built and not necessarily in the greatest condition, and a few of them were non-grade Gundams, so old Gundams that were designed before the grading system was introduced, which meant they were pretty random in terms of quality. So I'm actually using one of those, an Epion, a non-grade Epion from Gundam Wing, to break down into parts to make a, I guess, knockoff Epion.
Yeah, a graded knockoff Epion somehow.
That is just legit what they expect you to do. Like, that's not a speedrun trick, that's just how you get that item.
Yeah, no, there's no alternative way. There's not an alternate route. There's like, inexplicably, it's just way harder than it should be.
That's B, by the way.
I was guessing that B as in Bumble was B, but I like to think I have like impressive powers of deduction.
I can't believe you said a swear in my chat. Why would you say a swear in my chat? We don't say fuck here.
I've never, yeah, no one here has ever said fuck.
Or ass, or swears.
Oh, I had that. It's also like, I don't think it actually contacts, it needs to contact exactly where your head hitbox is. I don't know, video game secrets were just like this. Yeah, there's some things in this game that are excellently designed and people talk about them a lot, but there are also some things that are like...
But like, this shouldn't be a secret. This is a weapon upgrade. Like, what was considered a secret and not is so dumb.
I mean, technically the arm upgrade is the one that you get no matter what in the game, just like there's a plot necessary cutscene after you've beaten all the regular bosses and into the like final stages, where you just, if you don't have the weapon upgrade, you get a weapon upgrade. I like also wouldn't rule out that I'm doing something slightly wrong with the controls, but really I think you are supposed to like just catch yourself on
If you really want, I could look it up, but it did look like you had it the one time.
Yeah, I'm starting to actually pay attention. Like, I can clearly get my boot, like, the one boot I'm standing on, slightly off, and then if I... But even then, I didn't, like, make the connection that, like, shows contact. Yeah, I think that's as far as I can go. Just, like, that one... slowly measuring out each individual, like, it's actually, like, 4 pixels per step, seemingly, and you're aligned to some kind of grid. I'm just wondering, like, what if I'm not supposed to be, like, farther back, and that's going to change the arc of my jump? Yeah, it genuinely looks like I clipped through my head through that block. Because you can't just jump directly up, and unlike in later games, there's no upwards dash, or even air jet dash at all. Which, like, that was the thing I did like, that they continued to refine the controls in games. I kind of technically had it there. And I'd, like, really like to not skip this. I end up not relying on the charge attacks that much, but the extra level of Buster damage charge is really useful, because like it is also just wider. Or taller, I guess. it's not even Dr. Wily in this one. I mean, like, between the fact that it's actually Sigma who's the villain, and, like, this is Dr. Light actually taking his revenge on his child.
Just being an absolute tool.
Yep. I very clearly had that one.
And then you didn't.
I just got myself so used to resetting that, oh goodness. No, I fucked it up again. Ah, sigh. You know what? Dr. Willie? Yes. Because I think the thing that actually maybe makes it the easiest is if you, take out one corner block and then try to come at it again, because the point is to be able to, like, chain, headbutts. And I don't think that if the path is actually wide enough to accommodate your sprite with, like, only one block on, I'm gonna be so mad, but, like, I don't think that is how it works. I think you do need to be clearing them all the way from the bottom that way. You know what I might end up trying to do is rebinding the dash key, just because I'm needing to, like, when I'm playing, hold down the charge button, the, like, weapon charge button, and dash and jump, and it leads to this whole, like, leaning my thumb across all the buttons. And
yeah, it'd probably be easier if one of those was a trigger button.
Yeah, it could either be the weapon or the dash. I wouldn't do trigger jump though.
That would be a little weird.
I kind of accidentally did the thing that I said I might want to try, so here's trying it.
Hey, calm down.
She's got a zoom.
No, she doesn't, actually.
Metal Gear Solid. I've actually previously had times, like, I think I had the GameCube version of this collection, and the problem with its default key binding, which I don't think you could remap, was that you kind of needed to do a claw grip in order to touch the, like, left buttons.
I mean, claw grip is the way of gaming of the future.
Oh, it's so... I just don't want it. No, thank you.
You're not a future gamer, then.
I'm clearly a retro gamer. Did Sonic Adventure, now this.
Sonic
Nothing
Adventure
from this
isn't
decade.
a retro game.
Nothing from the last decade. You're right, it's truly timeless.
Anyone tells me Sonic Adventure is a retro game, I'll clock them. So like, ha!
No, we're not making clocking jokes today. I know where you're going. No, I think even this makes it impossible.
Want me to look up how this is done?
Sure. I mean,
Give me your phone.
it's strange because, like, you know, I've been doing this since I was a kid, and
Like, I'll let you keep doing it, because I bet you you're right, but...
here we go. It's not the manual. Morgan, you had found a way to remap keys. Was that only from the main menu?
Oh yeah, no, you have to leave. Don't do that.
Okay. Cool.
This is Magma Man, or...
This is Flame Mammoth. No one... The big distinction between the Mega Man series and the X series is that they're no longer called something man. They're dumb differently. I do think Becca is the most retro gamer among at least the assembled cast.
I mean, Morp is the only gamer here.
The only true gamer. Yeah, I'm a fake gamer girl. I only play games that, like, my older brother showed me. And Zelda games, because I got strangely attached to those.
It was the game.
We're all gay in my family. I'm just the best at being gay.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, so you
Just
are
keep
actually
fucking
able to worm your
mashing.
way in there.
Like, once you have it, just spam
Cool.
the button. So you've actually had it a few times. Did you exit? No, you died.
I died, and it gave me a game over, which is like a turbo death, which
Ooh.
is meant to frustrate you. I don't like game over systems. Like, I guess in theory, this gives you a certain number of attempts at a boss before you have to do the whole stage again. But like, I don't entirely see the point of that. Like, I guess it's supposed to make the game slightly more replayable.
I don't think there's much of a purpose.
I mean, this game is kind of padded by its difficulty. I don't know why I was charging a shot that whole time. Yeah, so I'm just supposed to keep spamming this until I get in there. There we go. Cool.
So you had actually had it a few times?
Multiple
and you just
times.
didn't.
I didn't have the confidence to just keep spamming a button.
When in doubt, keep hitting it.
Cool. Well, the other upgrades are like really close by, and they're way easier to get. Also, we've already done an almost complete costume change. This isn't actually me controlling it, by the way. Yeah, so now we get the pink blast, and the pink blast is like infinitely cooler. Especially since it also like arcs behind, does a little arc behind where you shoot from, which good for defense as part of your offense.
In general, just good for fence.
And those little happy sounds when I pick up health or health going into the sub-tank.
I can't hear sounds.
That's serious, we should get that checked out.
No.
Oh, I mean, if you put it that way. This little thing is going to be, like, actually really annoying. Oops. I think I do still need to go that way, though. That was rude. That was so rude. Oh yeah, I mean, like, it's very silly that you need to just be hitting the butt or like lined up in exactly the right way in order to get to it. Okay, just gonna take the damage, that's fine. No, he's gonna get me. There we go. And again, we gotta break blocks.
Just keep hitting the button.
There we go. Yep. And that's just an additional extra health tank. Because there are 4 of them all told, and like I feel it's weird that they overlap, like some of them with the stages where you can get one of the like upgrades. Because it means some of the stages have more secrets than others. Okay, I just need to find somewhere where I can like spam enemies for health. This may be it. I just don't want to get crushed. I think it's an instant death. Oh, this place is great.
Is it though?
It's legitimately harder than the boss. I hate these like weird night bots with their stupid shields. Whatever, so long as I make it to the boss, I have a whole bunch of extra lives. Okay. Spoke too soon. The levels aren't actually even that long. I don't know if you noticed. Like, they've got a halfway checkpoint, which is nice, but even then, oh, I don't like the way it makes the platform shudder. Don't get hit. Making it to the boss is what counts. I think we still got 3 lives, and your special weapon energy doesn't actually regenerate between fights, so it's kind of questionable whether or not I should even bother using like the thing he's weak to this attempt, just because it's
Yellow on health.
yeah. Oh, but not the math. Those like sticky, because when he trumpets, that's what reverses the flow of the. Oh, oh. That came a little bit out of nowhere. It's true. Even this factory floor, he's just spraying oil all over. Also, everyone give it up for Pink Mega Man. He's clearly the cutest. I don't know, I can imagine in the industrial applications of axe robots.
Be really good at questioning. Just be like, I want to ask you a question. And then they stab you. With an axe unrelated, like, with like their shin or something.
You know, I probably could have done that, given how little damage I took there, I probably could have done that on the first attempt. I can't believe I agreed to play all these before playing 4. We're going back to Chill Penguin because we now have the item required to get the heart container in this one. Because it takes the Fun Mammoth thing. Also, just like what you can get done with this weapon is kind of gross.
Mega Man only wants one thing, and it's disgusting.
Oh, the buster might be better for that particular section. Okay, cool. This actually does just take care of things in one shot. I also like how this weapon like covers your back in an important way because of the ricochet fire. Like, I truly do feel some of the weapons peaked in this Mega Man game, and like part of the thing that was refreshing about playing X4 is that you can play as Zero, and Zero just has like sword techniques instead.
Yeah, that would be the game.
Well, yeah, but that's like a secondary factor. Primary factor, but like secondary to my point.
Never met a gay who didn't like swords.
Why is that jump so half-hearted? There we go.
Oh, I don't believe in it.
There we go. Got a little bit more health, and because we've already beat the boss, we can just escape. missed what I was supposed to name. I'm sorry. Also, that's some terrible puns. I'm really proud of you. Spark Mandrill now. This... I'm wondering, what is the effect that having beaten, Storm Eagle has had? Because, like, there's broken bits of airship everywhere. I'm trying to think if the, like, power outages are something that is a feature if you're doing this one after Storm Eagle or not, because like there's, yeah, no, this has to happen all the time. There's a sub-tank over there, but we can't get that until we get the boomerang power-up, which is actually the last or second last one we get. And this is a dead end. Also, from 6 laps, yes. These are just like obstacles. They are kind of a pain in the ass. The enemies that are like flying across the screen. They will just sometimes be in places that you need to like be at the same time. I don't think there's any like real strategy to handling them, other than know where they are and maybe know the part of the map that will like make you safe when you trigger them. And I can't believe he started attacking before I even got in the room.
I can.
Walk into the water and I regret my choices. I think that attack is more powerful if you haven't beaten Storm Eagle first. There's a whole bunch of like ways of making this game easier on yourself, and I will ruthlessly exploit all of them. I have thought about like trying to get good and do like Buster only runs of this, but I haven't dedicated my time that way so far. And also really thought like my interest would more lie in like more like speedrunny type stuff, which is more about the movement than about adding additional challenges.
Yeah, I mean, because bosses do get killed faster with their weakness weapons, I think a lot of speedrunning routes will go in a very specific order to get some of those weapons, just because like the fight is easier, so it's faster, and you have to kill all of the bosses anyway.
Oh wow, I had actually managed to do that. This is something that's really easy with the boomerang, but slightly more difficult without. There we go. It's cool. It's cool. I'll have it again soon. There we go. Just spam faster. Also being able to fire off ladders like that, really nice. Oops. Also, this is going to be absolutely one of the cheapest boss fights you'll ever see in one of these games, and you will probably laugh. Whoops. I really wanted fire there. I never got good at like just switching to weapons to suit the situation. See, there's some thought in this game.
Yeah, it's right there.
Thanks. Yeah, this is about to be one of the most one-sided, unfair boss fights entirely due to the weakness system. And you will laugh to even think about this as a boss. He's a very serious character. Oh my, what a challenge.
Kitty, I'm gonna need you to calm down by about 2 degrees.
Boss mages have long been OP. And now we go for Armored Armadillo, who I honestly love the character design of.
Who doesn't like big lads?
Yeah, we're kind of cowardly in not giving him a proper, like, narrow armadillo face. This is, like, the best endgame grinding spot, by the way, with all those bats. Wow, that momentum, it's pretty powerful. American citizen.
Big oof, but fair.
What's this one over to? Yeah, the game doesn't actually like these things. Please die. Well, I don't think that was the one I really cared about. There's another one of those later, where killing it early is very important. I don't like spike wheels. I don't think I ever gave this game enough credit for like having enemies that were weak but easy to kill, with like low impact shots that you could get in really quick. Okay, don't die. Or like higher health enemies that were easier to kill if you were like thinking about things properly. Okay. Yeah, I think this is the one I want. Because if he doesn't chip away at the ceiling, it's very easy to come over here and grab this. Like, I'm just thinking about the little helmet guys who are like kind of annoying in terms of their like timing of hitting them, but they're actually really easy to murder if you're just sort of spamming low damage shots. God, I love the way this game lags. This shot's really important because it strips Armored Armadillo of his armor, which makes him a lot more vulnerable, which is nice. But you do need to get that first shot in. Whatever, I still have some ammo, and I'll be willing to use my health reserves, because I've got a tank in a bit. I'm not actually sure how it translates health to like actual bar. I'm not sure it is, but just like 4 full health bars. Oops, I need electric spark. Oh, gotcha. Oh no. I pushed it too much, didn't heal. I'm totally out of habit of healing. How do we both get hit by it and not get his armor stripped? That's so weird. This is not the ideal attempt, but at the same time, how do I do that? There we go. I think it might be like all that my armor will let me do. And I'm gonna have to finish him off with a buster, which is like fine, but what does that even do? It does like no damage. That also seemingly does no damage. I wasn't aware of how like that's actually effective. Just gonna hang out on the wall and ricochet shot him to death. Cheaty but effective. Can't help but feel this isn't the controller I would want to be playing with, but at the same time, I don't think I would want to play with like a SNES controller because those were
Awful.
Those were awful. Yeah, I really thought they were acceptable back when I played using them, but they're frustrating. Octopus, who is quite difficult.
Well, you should just get better at the game.
I'm trying. What do you think I've been doing when I've been like playing?
Half-hearting it.
Oh.
Not believing in the heart of the cards for sure.
Well, because it's not cards, it's a video game.
Well, maybe that's
Doesn't
your
even
problem.
have, like a card system.
Maybe that's your problem.
I have numerous problems, and I really don't think that's one of them.
Oh, yeah,
Even
that
in
makes
like the
sense.
top 20. Oh, I absolutely. Definitely least favorite zone. There's a lot of death spikes. There's a lot of push-pull mechanics. We're about to fight one of these. This one is fine. The problem is that there's like,
More.
yeah, with increasing difficulty. So you can't actually get those power-ups that keep dropping, which is sad. Like, that wasn't so bad. It's the one that's down over a field of spikes with the same sort of push-pull stuff and the weird gravity. These actually don't hurt you if you go in them, so it's fine to get swallowed. They do look weird and organic, though. I hate you so much. Ow.
What?
Airbending's absolutely the best element. Oh, I don't know. Sometimes water bending, like. You know what? We're just gonna take it from this side because I think I can.
Yeah, work for that tank ending.
God, at what cost?
Health.
A lot of it, yeah. But we're through that, and I hate the respawn point is on the other side of that. Okay, almost got dropped into spikes. That's fine.
It's a little spikes.
Dangerous. Dangerous is what it is. Fight a dragon. Where is he? Oh, there we go.
I still argue that Toph should have just been able to yeet the iron out of a person's body.
Realizing that I'm actually way too low health to fuck around trying to ride this dragon. It's cool, it's fine. No, it's not. You can hit this only on its tail and its head. There we go. Please give power, please. Oh, great ammo. Love it. How I don't think any of these are going to drop important stuff. Huh. There's very definitely a second dragon that I didn't kill in a harder boss arena that I need to come back to this level for, which sucks. I think my goal is to... Oh, that's so sad. Cool. I will try this boss and get some practice in, because I have 0 lives, and it's a hard one, and no extra health. Because, like, this level isn't actually that long. It's pretty short. I'm trying to remember where the thing I missed is. I refuse to put up with anyone's crap.
That's not true in the slightest.
Oh, I put up with your crap all the time. Yeah, it's... Oh, look, there's a health power up in the death spikes. That's nice.
Yeah, you should go get that.
Oh, that's even worse.
Spawned under the ground. Harsh,
I wonder
harsh.
if any of these weapons do better against the...
So you're gonna cook the burgers, right? Yeah.
Okay.
And the bacon.
I mean, I figured. And you're gonna do all the toppings. Why do you get to disagree with fucking narrating responsibilities?
Cause.
Well, when you put it that way, it's entirely reasonable.
Yeah. I'm glad you agree.
like when we have a productive conversation. I didn't say thank you. Oh, I need to try to fight this for real because I just can't take it. This thing is so rude. Ah.
Oh no, gotcha.
Oh, the death spikes.
Have you tried?
I did actually, thanks. Oh right, this one doesn't even work underwater. Which, you know, makes sense. Honestly, I think this searchlight gives it an extra ability, and not giving that ability makes it use these, like, movement displacement things more often.
That's frustrating.
Now, the problem is, so is the, searchlight ability.
What does it?
Some sort of homing laser attack. Hey, whoops. You know what? I can go in there and steal health. I'm gonna try just switching to the Buster.
Let's not Buster.
And then I fell into the spikes because the physics changed abruptly. Cool.
Well, you know, old games are known for reliable physics graphics.
Graphics?
I mean, engines.
I mean, it's reliable, it's just not predictable. I think I want to just
The same version, or did you just go back to the...
No, I've gone to the grinding area because there's specifically a spot where I can grind lives, and in addition to getting health, just not having to deal with the life system throwing me back to the start and behind the mini-boss where I lose more lives, which makes me less able to complete the boss. I would rather bypass it this way rather than just replay levels over and over again. So that's one complete sub-tank. I love these little bats, and not just because they're full of important power-ups. They're just kind of like, there's something so janky about their like twitchiness of the like
That's
connectors
also
at
why
the top of
people
them.
like Twitch.
Possibly. Also, their color scheme is good. They've got that purple and black and yellow, and then like creepy red eyes. Oh, and then just terrifying monster teeth.
I'll be honest, I heard terrifying monster teeth, and I was like, that's kind of rude.
And then inexplicably that bat, which is like weirdly thicker, just drops more lives more often.
Big fat, give me the big lies.
And it also has weird lips instead of weird crunchy teeth, and doesn't have like a weird support piston system. It seems way more like something organic. I don't know what's up with the design of that bat. As you can tell, it's gonna reliably make me able to have more attempts, which is nice. I was complaining about getting too many lives. Although, wait, no, I think you can just have a maximum of 9, which is...
That sounds wrong.
I think it's correct, in that I picked up a life and it gave me nothing. Clowns are terrifying, but I don't think clowns and mobsters are terrifying in the same way.
Actually, you will find that a mobster clown would be as terrifying as a regular of either.
Oh my god, imagine a mobster clown car. How much fire could come from a drive-by that way? Like,
Hey Tony, there's only one car!
20 guns. So yeah, you get what I'm talking about.
Clown Syndicate.
Oh, you heard a big snap. I was hoping it was like an intentional big snap.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And it's really the second one that gets me. Oh, that was sad.
Did you die immediately?
Mm-hmm. And again. For my charges back, but this is fine. I need to heal if I want to get through this. That was not a lot of healing, but it should be enough to like...
The clown brothel incident. And what year did the clown brothel incident happen?
I think it's down here. Yeah. See, I jumped up. No. Where is it?
(1855) Circus Riot. Huh. I'm not sure I have heard about the clown riots of 1855. Sounds like something your grandfather would tell you about and you'd be like, sure, Grandpa. The clown riots. I believe you. Oh yeah, no, if you ever need weird information, Warp is the go-to. You know all the weird info you could ever want, trust me. In a good way.
Occasion. Yeah, I mean, I didn't get the heart container. I mean, there was... I remember there being another dragon, so it's somewhere. Didn't end up with the entire fire department fired. Ironic.
Fired. Get it? His joke.
I don't know why I'm trying to live here. I'm gonna get more health. Well, that's enough to put me on the side of horny clans, I guess.
Yeah, did you ever think you were gonna say that sentence out loud?
No, and yet I like to remain open to possibilities beyond. Oh, it doesn't even go through there. Fish.
Your health tanks.
Why would I use them when I was at high health? Or medium health even?
To be honest, it doesn't look like you're at high health anymore.
That's true. At the time you mentioned it, though. Oops. Cool. Wait, no. Hold on. Is he moved to this instead?
To be honest, it looks a lot more effective against his projectiles.
Yeah, the homing missiles are good against the teleporter guy. Right, I forgot. This was one you could, you can jump up there and bypass that dude. There are a lot of these enemies that I don't actually know the techniques for not getting hit by them. I do like those little wall claw guys who try to avoid being in your line of sight. I know they're vulnerable.
I'm vulnerable. I'm vulnerable. Ah.
Well, I don't like this area. It's got tripwire laser things. I think this boss is just relatively easy if you have the necessary weapon. These bombs are annoying because they're fired before. No, that was fine.
Hoggies. Hog is good. Hognog.
Oh, I love the elevator sections in these games. One wrong move means instant death.
No, you're valid.
How did I not grab that? Yes, elevators are the things with rungs that you climb hand over hand, yes? That makes sense. I am clumsy. honestly, I think I would do best with, like, weirdly enough, a Switch controller just because it's what I played Celeste on, and just the buttons feel a lot nicer to me than PlayStation 4 buttons, which are both really large and kind of shallow and not as clicky.
You cannot easily hook up a Switch controller. It would have to be a Switch Pro controller.
I hope that a Wii Pro controller is somehow not a thing that can be used with computers, like PCs. I think you need Boomerang, which, for that one, which is annoying because of course this is the area where you get the Boomerang. Yeah, it actually does seem to vary which enemies or like how far off screen they are. This one's just camping me, which is incredibly rude. However, yeah, see, he doesn't want to be shot, which is like pretty understandable, but also very annoying of him. Can I just die? Yeah, I should probably just die on this first attempt. Police story thing, I'm not sure I know that. Okay, I wasn't actually sure about the spike shield dudes. Oh, he's just so twitchy with the way he teleports. Yeah, he does this move where he picks you up with his horns and throws you up in the air. Yeah, right? Oh, that's looking good. Got the chest plate on.
And the legs.
I mean, it's nice that they have, like, more than one gimmick going on. Like, clearly Chill Penguin is also a wind type. Classic teleporter ruiner, homing missiles. Although you would think that homing missiles would maybe have some sort of problems. Like you just like lose your lock on when someone teleports. Yeah, I feel like Boomerang is definitely a normal type thing. And again, constantly on my bullshit about how this is like the entry in the series with the best weapons. Just like all the various kinds of I don't know what to call them, like situations. All the weapons seem to have different shapes, I guess is the best way to put it. Like, the homing rocket is like in its own category because it's able to just go in any direction, but like the ice weapon is a shotgun which bounces off walls. That's a unique thing. The tornado one lingers and is long. That's its own thing. The fire attack is like a short range but like constant stream. Oh shoot, is that okay?
Yeah.
Cool. Just so I knock it over. We're gonna go backtrack and pick up the sub-tank from Spark Mandrill's stage. Thank you, Mega Man X, for teaching me what various animals were, like mandrills and Jinnies. Sorry, that one's from Mega Man X7, and I'm not sure what... I think it's actually some kind of amoeba that they're trying to name, but they got worse at everything, including the localizations, so some of the names are just not very well done. There was a loud noise. I'm not sure what that means.
I'm pretty sure bits. It's a type of direction.
How do I make the code down? There we go.
Also, yes, I heard the loud noise. It came out of the TV, weirdly enough. Yeah, like that. Thank you for the subscribe.
Hi. This is my channel thing. I show up here from time to time, and by that I mean this is 3 times now. But like also the second game, so I'm clearly making a thing out of it. I'm just gonna go and get the extra health from this guy's stage. Really thought I could lure that out without taking damage.
Sorry if I'm being a bit quiet on my own channel. I'm working on a Gamdom. Looking good. I have the bottom leg joints together. I need to thicken a few of the pieces, but it's pretty good. Still need to figure out a way to attach the backpack and shoulders, and then like the main of the Gundam is pretty much done. This is the problem with doing this basically from scratch and not having a plan to go with. Especially when it's a custom, like, takes a lot of mental energy to do a custom Gundam. Definitely harder than some of the miniature projects I've done, just because like you have to make sure things are able to move and shift in ways that like other projects where you just glue stuff down.
Gundams only grow when you love them.
What does that say about all the people who collect SD Gundams and they all stay tiny?
Those are just very unloved Gundams. I don't know what to tell you.
Haha, your parents called you super deformed.
Well, that's weird.
That's what they're called!
Oh, right,
SD.
those ones. Okay. I'm taking most of the damage here. Any damage on offer? I'm saying yes. I wonder if I'm going to use a charge attack, but I will.
Yeah, Becca, you're thinking about the one that I converted the big robot that was a miniature that is designed to be glued together with a bunch of ball joints to make it more like a Gundam. That was an interesting project. It still needs some cleanup work, but all of the joints are in place and the main of the robot is put together, which is pretty cool. Right now I am trying to modify an old non-grade Gundam to fit with one of my high-grade 30-minute missions kits to make a custom between the parts. It's going ultimately decently, if a bit slow.
Well, one of your parts took like 24 hours to dry.
No, they're just little cheapy Gundams. A lot of them are super cute. I love the little death-size SD. It's just an edgy robot, but chibi.
Yeah, the combination of edgy and chibi will always get me. Hey. Excuse me, I would like access to this platform. I'm apparently not very good at sharing. Pretty sure there's a hole for those, like, one of those little platforms to come out, but it just doesn't have one that corresponds.
Yeah, that's a little annoying. Just bonks yourself in the head with it.
Oh yeah, I would love to hit myself in the head with a boomerang.
That's how you die.
Chronic forgetfulness is like throw a boomerang and be like, what was that doing? Bonk. Oh right. It's coming back to me.
Yeah, you just use a boomerang. Duh. No, I had no idea. My girlfriend knows more about this game, because she's a nerd.
I am going to be like, that's going to be one of my major deficiencies in...
Gamer girl poggers.
Don't be rude, don't be rude. I'm a fake gamer girl and you know it.
No, you're the best gamer girl, GF. You really are my little pog champ. Who's my little pog champ?
It's me. I'm willing to humor for you, but I'm also gonna suffer for it.
Oh, I'm awful. Why are you in hell, B? Everyone thought it was funny.
I'm a little PogChamp gamer girl. Look at my controller. Oh, you can't tell, but I bit the controller. Although humiliating myself in front of an audience is like really just going back. I was just gonna say going back to middle school days. Maybe that one's sad.
I mean, Twitch really is just a recreation of middle school in a way. You're just trying to be the popular kid.
That was never either my goal or attainable.
Oof. Do you have full tanks yet?
Almost. I should probably also grab lives as well.
Grab life by the robot and eat it. I really am just here to be awful. Oh, the game does not like this many enemies on screen.
No, it's actually really amazing what the limits of this hardware is, and you can clearly see that it was pushed even doing all this, because clearly they like design levels so that it was very rare to have so many entities on screen.
So you were getting lives.
I'm forgetful and probably don't need them for Sting Chameleon, who's the last one.
That's so mean!
What?
Calling him Stink?
Sting Chameleon.
No, you clearly said Stink Chameleon. Who's a stinky little lizard?
I think most of them,
Stinky
honestly.
little lizard.
These robot trees. Huh. This place is supposed to be flooded. Oh yeah, it
You can
is.
hide his face.
I'm currently on a wall. I will look at that in just a moment. Okay. Oh yeah.
Because of the way I've attached this back piece, if you look, it's like actually got a real harsh lean forward.
Okay.
Because that was the easiest way to attach the Epion front piece.
Dash.
Which would just like not be noticeable at all once the wings are on. Plus once I paint it to be one color, it will just like look like a nice angled whole piece. Good.
It's terrible. I love you.
I know you do. That's your problem. I'm a gamer.
Who's my little PogChamp?
I'm your little PogChamp. Okay, but cats are stinky little beasts. I'll be honest, that doesn't look like a chameleon.
Nope, this isn't the boss. This is like a sub-boss who you fight. Honestly, I think this is another case where Storm Eagle's weapon is better.
The real PogChamp was the friends who made along the way. That's what he says. I agree. It's like with the One Piece. One Piece was the friends we made along the way. I'm telling you, it's going to get to the end of that series, and that is ultimately what it's going to be. There's no real treasure, it's just the friends we made along the way.
Yeah, weirdly, this is like a boss you have to do in order to get a mini boss, I guess. You have to do in order to get an upgrade. Like one of the capsules, it's the only one that has like a combat trial. But I like that it's like, I don't know. Mostly their exploration tricks. I don't think I like using that weapon there. It's just annoying because his body isn't actually impactable using most weapons. Gotta hit him in the head. Which the homing rockets don't seem to actually acknowledge. Ooh. That hurts. And he's steamy because he's low health.
The Berserker was the friends we made along the way. Okay, I will heal. I will acknowledge that this person is being very annoying. William?
I don't think I'm supposed to be using that. No, I already used up the thing that I need the homing rockets for. Yeah, I think it just does more damage to hit him with charged Buster Blasts. Like, he's definitely one of the more fair fights in the game, or at least, like, relatively easy to learn and hit without using some sort of exploit. I mean, climbing up the walls is itself an exploit. That's so much damage I took there. There we go. Oh, I did not manage to make it very far into Berserk.
It's got some content warnings.
Anyway, yes, I've done all the other bosses prior to getting the upgrade that gives you a 50% damage reduction, which would explain why I was struggling a little bit. And this is Mega Man in his complete form. And that's Epionin in mostly complete form, but like missing arms and legs, so maybe not that complete.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out like how the body's going to look. Like as I said, he's leaning forward a good bit in the torso because of how I had to attach the main chest plate to this model. I think we'll ultimately be fine, especially since like most of that space gets taken up by the wing pack and also the arms. It's like completely anal about any project I am doing, and it has to be
Polished.
perfect. Oh look, you're the Gundam.
This is true. Oh, whatever. That guy ran off into the sunset, and that's his own problem.
Could be yours.
There's definitely a way of like ruining this boss in the same way, like predicting his movements in the same way that you can with Spark Mandrill, but it's a little bit more difficult to do.
So when are you gonna do the spider?
Spider is one of the like end bosses. Please fire boomerang upwards. Yeah, I think I just got it. So we're both taking damage, but it's fine.
He's taking more damage.
I had noticed that.
He doesn't have backup health.
There we go, that's it.
Ha, what a chump.
Loser. Yeah, it's just manipulating him such that he'll just keep going back and forth and you're able to both dodge him and his spikes and just set up a boomerang predictively.
Right,
Very
he
stinky
was a
lizard.
stinky lizard.
You were criticizing.
I mean, you just were rude to him. It doesn't mean he's not a stinky lizard. You can be rude and right.
Oh hey, we're getting an update from Zero.
Is boy? Is girl? Who knows?
Mood. So I'm definitely missing a heart piece from Launch Octopus's stage, so I think I'm gonna try to go find that.
Zero's the best. Definitely playing Zero is also the best. They got a sword.
It's true. I do like the gradual evolution of like
Sword.
Zero as Mega Man aspirational character. Going from look, Zero rescues you and then gives you some abilities, and then the next one's about finding Zero and like you can unlock the Z Saber for yourself as like borrowed power. And then you can briefly call Zero, but only during like non-boss encounters.
And don't you have to not get hit?
No, and you even get like a full life bar. It's just you immediately swap out when you get to bosses, and then finally in X4 you can just play at Zero.
Why are you here again?
There's a heart container somewhere that I have like forgotten.
Do you need that?
I would like to have maximum health. Like, it is kind of just a completion thing.
B is right. Bro, I'm literally just hot.
Yes. Still die to it.
Oop.
Like, I absolutely feel this is a boss that could probably be a lot more fun if it gave you just like a little bit of breathing room. But the fact that it can... Yeah, shut up. I understand how what I said is funny. I don't need you making fun of me. I appreciate it, but like, I don't need it.
So harsh.
I mean, I have a bad instinct, basically.
Me too.
My instinct is to fight that in order to not fall in the spikes, but fighting it is what makes you fall into the spikes.
Okay, but
That
what
one
was
on
that?
me. That one was on me. I will 100% accept full responsibility for that. Terrible, terrible. You know, that's probably true. The one thing I don't like about tucking myself behind him is that he doesn't let me steal like power-ups. He doesn't bother spawning the little spear fish. Yeah, I think this will still get me the win, although it'll be
Harsh on your life totals.
a little bit, but that's fine. Now, where the hell do I need to go find this thing? 'Cause, like, nope, it's not there. Okay, I almost lost my headphones. Yeah, instant death in life bar games is
all time.
What?
God, that was so fast.
Yeah, that was kind of absurd.
And you don't ride one of these pillars up to get it?
No. There definitely are, like, oil platform structure things and, like, boats that drop, like, kind of depth charge stuff, but it's... I know that the room you find it in is underwater. Like, that I know for sure. It's probably in something that otherwise looks like a pit. But you fight one of those like weird sea dragon things on an arena that looks more or less like this. Oh, you know what? Yeah, you absolutely need to destroy the boat and then it crashes down. That's what's going on. Okay. No, I need to actually go up there. Which I only kind of remember how to do.
How's audio, by the way, everyone? Is everything coming through clear?
I definitely have slouched back and maybe got a little bit quieter. I should drink water.
I had even gotten you water.
I got me water.
I already had water for you. Cool.
Cool, thanks for the check. Top of the... You know what, it would probably make more sense if I like kind of could like get carried through it.
You had it.
I did, I panicked. I'm dumb like that sometimes. I love those little sharks.
I just want to point out that is something that I drew. That is my own art. Is Shork. I would have more as emotes, but I only have room for one emote right now. I have 3 more Shorks. Yeah, they were from a little series of shark dogs I was drawing. I was like, these are chibi and easy to understand visually, so they probably would work as emotes. And as it turns out, they do.
It's cool, you can stand on spikes if you've got iframes.
That's bullshit, by the way. It spikes, insta-death, unless you've already been damaged slightly, and then you're fine.
I may have fucked up. Oh no. Also, just like a thing that's so good about 0 and X4 is that instead of the whole hitting an L&R to swap weapons, you just I don't know what pronouns am I going to use for 0. I think they just use like button combos and techniques, which is not. Oh my god, that's so much easier. I forgot that was how it worked. Also, it will forever bug me that the health bar and ammo bar don't line up. Like, you get a max health bar and it's so much higher than your ammo bar. Cool. Now I go for lives because I absolutely wasted a whole bunch earlier. we've got bending discourse happening. I
mean, I personally like a good 45-degree angle.
that is the question that's on everyone's lips, really.
Like, it's easy to connect to other pieces.
Extra life bar? There are backup life bars. I hope you knew about that if you were playing this game before. Okay, we're only at 6 lives.
Yeah, there's like reserve life tanks that just give you more life in a fight.
Oh, it dropped 4 extra lives? I don't think it dropped 4 extra lives. Like, this bat drops lives at an incredible rate.
Oh yeah, this bat. This is the good luck bat of extra life.
And this is what's going to be so brutal about like doing all the other X games other than 4 is that I don't know them nearly as well. Like this one I know where all the upgrades are, like eventually I found that heart piece and like intuitively could figure out the requirements for them, but that's not an oversight.
No,
it's
this
just
was
a useful, handy
intentional.
little thing. Like, I don't feel like it's a surprise that it came in the same place where it's got the ideal grinding zone.
I want to say this was intentional because I remember reading about this in one of those like help books. Like, things like this were put into the game because they were intentionally hard. So is this the last boss?
No, there's a whole bunch of extra series. Or extra missions that you then need to complete in a linear order. Yes.
Oh, bottom. Complete bottom.
What? Where's that? Huh.
Like,
I haven't seen that movie. It definitely... Okay, I just remembered the section I'm coming up on, which has a lot of potential for instant death. But it's usually pretty fine.
what do you mean? That looks fine.
I was about to tell you how fine it is if you just like don't really think about it and jump, and then I immediately overthought it and
Didn't jump.
yeah. So I'm both right, but bad at video games.
Like a real gamer. Oh no, actually that's not very gamer. You're supposed to blame the game. You're supposed to get mad and blame the game.
Is it coming back? It's not coming back. That's nice. That's rude, though. That's so rude.
Okay, but yeah, it goes 45 degrees, airbender, then earthbender, then waterbender, then bend it like Beck. That would be the list. And you see, earthbender is between airbender and waterbender because earthbenders would be like really good at like zen gardening and like just landscaping in general, and everyone loves landscaping.
Morgan, what are you talking about?
No, firebenders are the worst. Why would I need a firebender? I'll just go get a lighter. Duh. What does a firebender do that a Molotov can't?
Daddy issues?
Oh yeah, daddy issues. Okay, but then we're on a completely different subject, because a firebender isn't a lightning bender. That's a subgenre. You can't just subclass and be like, well, it's basically the same thing. That's like me saying an assassin rogue might as well just be a rogue, so they should be in the same class. It doesn't work like that. Sorry, I'm sassing.
I get that. Important plot developments are happening in that they're the bare minimum of plot that is happening in the game.
Stay back. I will beat up Purple Man.
Spoiler alert, Zero does not have much success against Purple Man. I think this is another fight where you have to lose, sort of.
Well, yeah, you have to consider them, but they're not the same thing. It's a subgenre.
Right, but if you're doing a ranking based on kind of like you have to include their subclasses within the ranking.
No, I don't.
Oh,
If
okay,
I
you
didn't
don't have
include fire at all, then why would I care about their subclasses? If the primary class doesn't even make the list, like at best, it would be an honorary mention.
Should we take more damage before this? Because I think I need to get caught again, just like in the previous thing. Also, he's just frustrating because you can't jump over him. I don't actually think... Yeah, because like, I don't think me trying to fight is even doing anything at this point in the game.
It's like trying to justify playing a shaman.
There's no justifying except it feels nice. Totems go pew pew.
I'm sorry I attacked shamans like that. Pat pat.
I love how part of what defeats you is just the inability to jump over him because there's no walls to the
I'm
stage.
taller than you.
I love that he laughs, like by shaking his whole body up and down.
I'm not through yet. Does something dumb.
Yeah, it's fucking
Classic anime moments.
absolutely classic red, red and blue pair. That's a total red action to do. I don't even remember how to kill this asshole, but I do get free like max
Guns.
health. Oh, really? It's guns. I thought it was the power of friendship.
I mean, it is. That's how the mech got broke.
That's true. Prepare to be terminated. But I like my job.
Oh, you dumb.
I'm gonna go with homing rockets because... Huh. Oh, wow. Did that do as much damage as I thought it did?
It does a lot.
Yeah, I didn't even need to play well for that. Which is good, because it's really fast and mobile.
Looks pretty immobile to me now.
This is such a brutal moment in that Zero is clearly missing some percentage of their limbs and also is bleeding out of their mouth even though they don't have blood because they're a robot.
It's oil.
Mm.
God, that's what makes it PG-13.
No, the auto repair systems can't handle it.
That's cool. We'll just run them back up. They're saved on like a hard disk.
Yeah,
or something.
specifically when I said in X2 that Zero comes back, Zero specifically comes back in that you have the pieces of Zero's body dangled in front of you by a group of people who call themselves X-Hunters.
Nice.
And that's just the beginning of the level, really. So you can actually kill those things, can you? Yeah, you can't kill those. Oh, those are weird springs. Hey, don't do that. God, I can't just hit snaps.
What's that? What did you do?
Nothing. I made a vocalization, as one does when one is gaming.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying not to. Okay, you know. I think I can. Oh yeah, I can just
making
rule
an
this guy
attachment
out.
to put this on the back when it's not in use to make it like a tail.
Oh, that would be cool. There was one on the original.
Oh, really?
Yeah, maybe you didn't
Oh,
notice
cool. I guess things.
New strategy time.
You were using strategy?
I was using specific weapons for specific... I don't like that. It's cool, these infinitely spawning enemies are giving me health. Cool, and those ones apparently stay dead, which is, you know, I'm grateful that they do that. Oh shit, I hope I didn't need
Things.
Yeah, because I think this is like just the start of the... This later solidifies into, oh yeah, that was exactly the wrong thing to be using up. Cool. Whatever. I was doing
Boss
okay
rush.
with... Yeah. Like later on it becomes more a just like, here's one stage with portals to bosses, all 8 boss encounters. But this one, they're actually divided among the various stages of the level. Okay, I still have enough homing rockets to wreck this guy.
You act like it wasn't gay to begin with.
Clearly Zero is bigender, and so it's gay either way. But no, it's different from the What Am I Fighting For, because in the What Am I Fighting For cinematic, which is from X4, the story is that Iris, Zero's friend, I don't know, it's not actually specified what their relationship is, uses some kind of programming on herself to power herself up to stop the fighting, which means trying to kill you, I guess. And then you kill her, and Zero is very upset. So this is more of a self-sacrifice thing rather than I killed someone that I cared about because war bad somehow. I think I just want to use the X-Buster so I don't use up something that I need. I would really appreciate it.
Ah, you squished my shark!
Wait, you can squish the shark? Oh my god. What? How does that work?
You can modify Twitch emotes if you pay points. You keep
That's
them
a
for
very
like
weird
24
feature.
hours, and it's mostly things like squishing them in a certain way or adding like a weird face to them.
It's spider time. This is a boss is terrible because it makes you think.
Huh.
It makes you think very quickly. Because it follows some sort of logical path down these things. And so you're supposed to be able to predict split second which direction it's going in. I don't know what's going to end up. Okay. That's fine. Oh god. Yep, it's going to end over there. Minimal damage, but I say before I take damage. I still have a whole bunch of like extra health, so that's fine. But, you know, you look at the density of these things and you're like, oh, it must be going in that other direction, and then it goes to where you think you're safe. Like, I really do love the design of this thing, but the amount of time you have to think before it comes for you is pretty small. It doesn't stay there very long. Oh, I should absolutely feel I've been like kind of going
like,
on
what are
autopilot.
you doing?
No, I'm just that badass. No, it's just going that way. Yeah, it must take every intersection it comes across, which makes it predictable. It's just you kind of have to do some kind of weird, like... It feels like math, which is terrible.
Never known math before. Oh, you got an achievement.
Cool. Pretty devastating in pink. I'm not sure how exactly I was in pink, but...
I think it might just be from getting that weapon upgrade that makes you pink and then beating the game so that you have both weapon upgrades.
Maybe. I don't think the second thing, weapon upgrade does anything if you already have the first.
Yeah, but that's the point. It makes you pink.
Maybe. I don't know. I used up one sub-tank. Oh, one sub-tank. It's easy to restock. I'm already here.
I'm going for 2 and 15.
Cool. That probably means I need to take a break and use the washroom soon. And should remind myself to drink water more.
You haven't drank water once.
No, I drank water once. Or just once. Maybe twice.
You may drink once. Hey, you said you already drank once. What are you doing?
I didn't know there was a limit. Okay, I'm actually going to use the washroom real quick.
Oh, I want to shoot bats. No, I want to shoot bats.
Oh, I'm sorry, I already filled the sub-tanks. You absolutely can shoot bats.
I'm gonna just play the video game and be an expert. I'm gonna go fight this penguin. Yeah. So I don't know the controls. Call this strat damage boosting. See, this is all intentional damage. Yeah. Try and throw me down a pit. That's just weird.
Are you winning, Morgan?
I am winning, Morgan. This is called damage boosting. I don't know if you know about such a pro gamer strat, but it's when you take damage intentionally.
It is absolutely poggers. Someone in the chat even said so.
How do I get on a robot?
You gotta jump while holding it up.
I know that.
Yeah, your winning hunt is probably the better way to do it. You can kill those things.
I could, but I told you it's a pro gamer strat that you might not know about.
Okay, I see. God, what does the charge attack with that even do? Alright, this is the moment. This is the moment where we test your strat. Come on, you gotta go in. Oh, you're gonna use the sub-tank just to be safe?
Yeah.
You know what, that's probably necessary. You absolutely... I honestly don't think you could do the encounter without it.
Yeah. See, look, I did it way faster than you. Look at how fast I killed that penguin.
You got through the whole
You
thing.
blinked and you missed it.
I didn't blink.
But you did miss it. Anyway, I told you, that's what programmer damage boosting strats is. You might not know, but it's actually a game glitch. If you use an energy tank right as you enter that room, it actually skips the boss for you. It's like a high tier speedrunner strat that you might not know about.
Oh, see, I thought it was a consequence of damage boosting.
Well, yeah, it's called manipulation. You have to set it up throughout the level.
Okay. You gotta change the values of certain variables by overloading the short-term memory storage.
I'm done. You only make fun of me so long, and then you can.
Well, it's been like 5 years now, so...
There's a long moratorium on getting stuff done around here.
You really need to like use the shot that surrounds you to get rid of that bat, but I guess I'm just an amateur.
Yeah, I'm not using my pro damage boost strat.
Well, look at me, I'm damage boosting so hard right now.
No, see, you're not actually hitting the right pixel of that bat. If you hit the right pixel of that bat, then you're damage boosted.
Gotcha. Okay, who is this?
So you didn't do it right, so now you have to actually fight the penguin. See, I knew that because I was paying attention.
Well, honestly, just going to fight him, like, as intended with the Buster only because he's so ridiculously easy. Actually, no, I didn't get a chance to set him on fire before, so I probably... Oops. He's got iframes.
Wow, you're so much slower at killing the penguin than I am? It's okay, one day you'll be a pro. You just have to train hard and just like hope.
Surprise.
Yeah, no, let's be honest, old school platformers, not my genre of choice.
No, I don't want to deal with that.
Are you going for the damage boosting?
Oh, my robot suit is dying. I can take another hit before I need to heal. I could probably take another hit, but then I would feel dumb if I died. Oh, I see.
I see you really got the damage boost down.
Yep.
That's what was happening, right?
Do you like that you can't actually kill yourself on those little propellers? Which, honestly, given the way this game does fairness, I wouldn't assume.
so awful.
You're wonderful, and I love you.
That's your mistake.
Maybe so, but it's my mistake to make.
Just like the burgers.
It's my mistake.
You're right. But they are beef.
Don't just puke babies at me. That's so irresponsible.
One severely misunderstood how birds work. They puke for their babies. They don't puke babies.
Timing better. Nope.
I think a bird's weakness would be lightning.
It's actually chameleons, weirdly enough.
I mean, have you ever seen a lizard get struck by lightning?
Same thing that happens to everything else.
Same thing that happens to everything.
God, what a movie.
Like, what movie? What movie?
Oh, the fucking original X-Men movie.
Oh yeah! Right, that is a thing Storm said. Technically that man was a fraud, though.
I'm so upset that that didn't work. No, that's not gonna work.
You need to not jump.
Yeah, but then you don't actually reach high enough.
That's true, though. I think you just can't use it like that in the air.
Okay. You're not supposed to be able to see me. Cool. This is someone.
Fire.
You think? Nope, nope, it's the face. Oh, I hate the face.
Oh yeah, no, that's why I don't look at mirrors.
Very relatable. Sad though. I think that's the best shot.
Damaging it?
Yeah, you can look at the. I sure do. They all have their own separate health bar, and you need to kill them individually.
That sounds awful.
Rude. That nose is always like a bigger problem. No, this isn't working. Shotgun ice? Really meant to jump. What do I want to try? Honestly, I think this may just be another situation in which the X-Buster is the best. Which is nice, because, like, it shouldn't be that everything is solved by a special weapon.
I mean, it shouldn't be, but it also should, you know?
Yeah, I guess. I slid. Hmm.
Seen so many levels of frustrating.
You're never exactly sure which one you're going to be able to... Well, okay, that's not true. You're exactly sure where you're going to be able to attack when the walls close in and it's only the nose moving around. But I would really like to pause. Claw grip. Because I think I've actually killed the right eye. That's why we're not seeing it. It's fine. I'm fine. Or, I guess that would be its left eye, wouldn't it? No, I'm wrong. Do not uncommon occurrence, but there, that's the eye being broken.
Haha, gonna break your nose. Why
Beautiful.
would you
Brilliant.
do that to me?
I'm just rude like that.
Especially since you're getting a low on refill things.
It's true. Okay, cool. I've broken one of its eyes. Which means I now have, like, a safer side to operate from. Healing time now. Okay, cool. I'm glad that it works like that. Oh, hey. Are you done with work now? Oh, yeah, it's like 7 something. Shoot. You know, I'm not sure we're gonna be able to do Sigma today.
Yeah, I mean, we can always come back, and it's not bad if you end at the end of a game, because like there's 3 games in a row, so you can just come back, do the final boss, and then
I honestly, I'm not sure I want to do X 2 and 3. Like, I enjoy a lot of them, but
okay, well, I would be cool if you went and did X4, but then still came back to
I think so. Yeah, I would definitely
like,
do
I
those
get
ones.
going
Like,
to the one that you like most next.
I mean, definitely these 2 games are tied, like X and X4, just because X is the classic one where a lot of the ideas were first iterated on, and then they didn't try to reinvent in ways that actually kind of made them worse. Although I will accept that like some form of air dash is probably pretty cool. And maybe I would also try out the boss rush mode, because there is, like, in this Legacy Collection, a weird boss rush mode where you fight multiple bosses at once, and it gives
From
you a
different
selection
series.
of power-ups. Yeah. It's an interesting little mashup thing. It seems difficult. Some more difficult than others. First one is Chill Penguin plus Frost Walrus, which is X and X4.
Which should technically be the ones you know the most.
Yeah, I went into that one choosing the option of Buster only when I'm really sure that any sort of fire attack would have probably done very well against them. I think Frost Walrus loses his tusks because they're made out of ice if you use a fire attack on him, and that defangs him. But like tusks instead of fangs.
Defangs your walrus?
You can't undefang Walrus, or I actually don't want to make trying to beat the game today. I've been considering it. Like, I don't even... Definitely there are still some bosses I haven't done the, like, second fight with, so I'm pretty sure I'm not done, but I just don't remember what the end boss is for the next set.
I'm not sure. I'm not ready to call it soon anyway.
Do you want me to make food? That's true. Cool. Okay, it sounds like multiple people are having dinner. Or I guess that's not too soon, but it's still maybe soon. I do want to like preview what this
Yeah, see what's going on and then maybe consider wrapping up. We're definitely at 3 hours, I think. Yeah, just under. Like, I don't know, I'm not a person who streams much longer than 3 hours at a time. My brain gets too overwhelmed doing the same thing for too long.
I maybe have this down a little bit better than I did before. I don't know if you can tell. Oh no, macaronis and cheeses.
Macaronis and cheeses are pretty good.
The thing is, I think this is the level they kind of phoned in, and it's just like a couple hallways between some boss fights. I don't even need it, or...
A Lizord. A stinky Lizord.
That's true. Oh, I didn't catch him. That's a shame.
This is what he gets for being stinky. stinky. You get hit with boomerangs.
It's true.
So for all you out there listening, proper hygiene, or you get hit with boomerangs like a stinky lizard.
I absolutely need to take a shower. Maybe you should boomerang me, I guess.
Bong!
Oh, definitely give me. Oh, this could be the octopus, though. Nope. Oh no, I wonder what boss we're fighting next. I think I gotta use the fish to get up there. Applied aquaculture. Okay.
There's no culture underwater. Atlanteans aren't real.
I'm. Sigh, I don't even know what to say to that.
And even if they were, fish don't have culture. Some fish are
Mermaids are gonna be
cultured.
so
Like,
pissed off at you. You're gonna deserve it. I don't know what it is contextually, but I still think the bubble does a lot of damage. Like, the tornado's
I think
not
it does a lot of
bad.
damage, but it's definitely not good when he's spamming the them.
I thought these
What's a
bounced.
charged bubble?
You get like an invincibility shield. I got one bubble left, and I'll go back to Storm Reaper, it's fine.
Steagle.
I should try the electric shock, see what that does underwater.
Do it. What could go wrong? A lot.
Let's see what Ash thinks about using electricity underwater.
What's wrong with using electricity underwater?
It's totally safe, right?
Yeah.
Right. Nice. Oh, I'm just so sorry that's right on top of your way too deep cut.
It's not way too deep. It's a totally normal cut that you don't go to the hospital for.
Uh-huh. Wait, is this one also? Cheating?
You died there. You.
Oh, I would have looked so dumb. Thank goodness. Okay, let's time to cut off man's trunk.
Mood.
Hey now. Don't make it weird. Oh shoot, this is the guy I need, No, there we go. I actually need the storm tornado.
You just told me how many ways that it is safe and there's factors that make it safe, and then you tell me not to try it? You're ridiculous. Now, if you don't mind, I'm gonna go plug in a hairdryer.
Oh my god. This is just... Oh, it's... Oh, I hate
It's
this
Chompy
thing.
Boy.
I hate this thing.
But he's got the chomps.
Yeah...
That is a lad I could love.
Could you?
Yeah.
I think you can only hit his upper jaw.
You can't land on his lower jaw. It looks like such a standable platform, though.
Oh, goodness. I jumped too early. Yeah, you don't want to get crunched by that. I don't think it's instant death because they're not quite that rude, but... I don't know.
You have any health tanks left?
Oh, I have all 4. Okay. No, I could totally take another hit and then die.
Another weapon that works better against this.
There generally isn't against these ones. And this one definitely gets faster and more twitchy as you damage it.
I just feel like homing missiles would help.
You really get a lot of mileage out of that knockback animation.
Nice. No ice.
But see, the problem is, I think that's the thing that means I'm now able to fight Sigma.
Sigma dick!
I have restraint.
Dick!
Okay, so do I fight the final boss? Do I stop this close from the
just
finish
do
line?
it. Are you gonna grind for stuff? That's a difference.
Oh, that was a thing I was considering doing, yes. I mean, technically you can do it in his, like, pre-boss chamber, because there's a whole bunch of, like, weird worms climbing on the wall, and if you
Right.
use the, like, one of the invincibility damage shields, then you, can just infinitely recharge both energy and health.
Yeah, just kill the boss. We're one boss away.
I'll be honest though, I'm not entirely sure I can guarantee I'll make it. I will at least show off the boss. He has 4 forms because that is an absolute standard for Sigma battles, and we've got some weird kind of semi-organ music going on.
I love my music full of organs.
As you can tell, this is one of the most challenging levels. But like, this boss feels really fair in that there is some clear and obvious patterns. Although first, he makes you fight his dog, because he's an asshole. What are there? Oh, he's got strats. He's like, hold on, I've heard that you hide on top of walls, so screw you.
You murdered his dog?
That is really sad. I did just have to murder a puppy. Now he's got a beam saber, I think. Or maybe there's only 3. Yeah, Sigma was a Maverick hunter. Mavericks are... God, there's some weird politics to this game.
Isn't Sigma a robot?
Yes. He was originally one of the, quote-unquote good guys. And then Zero gave him the evil virus, it turns out. And... Oh, I don't know if I
Wasn't he
can...
like
I
your
can't
captain
take...
or something?
Yeah. I was about to say I can't take another hit. Because Sigma does do a lot of damage.
Then you're gonna have to fight his dog again.
Mm-hmm. I can fight dog better now.
You understand how that's worse.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I honestly did way better than I expected on this fight.
I honestly just hate any game that has contact damage. It's a bad mechanic.
You know what? I can understand why there would be problems with it. It is a little bit like one-sided. I do like that he seems to like suffer some pretty serious knockback from getting hit by your attacks and like interruption.
If you just fucking explode the dog.
Everyone explodes in this. They're robots. Robots are made to hold on a sec.
Yeah, I'll be honest, that doesn't sound right.
Okay. Now I bother healing. Let's try homing attacks because he's like flying all around. I would like. You can't home onto him. He just sort of ignores it, or like they ignore him. Wow, he does a lot of damage.
There's gotta be a weapon you can use against him.
When in doubt.
Like, he just stays in that for so long.
He comes down really low. Yeah, okay, I think I might actually need to take a bit. No, I'm...
Oh, okay, cool. So are we gonna end Streamies?
Yeah, this is going to take me multiple attempts, and I'm not going to delay your dinner that way.
Okay. Well, it was fun hanging out with everyone.
Yeah, thanks
I hope
everyone
it
for
was
joining.
fun for everyone else as well. We will be back in a couple days, maybe a day or two.
Yeah, I think
We're definitely
it's been
going to
a lot
come
of
back
fun.
and play more, though. So I hope everyone had fun and that you have a good night.
Night-night, everyone.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us.